Galera, Winners Final, Brasil versus Brasil, Kaina versus Yus, competindo pra ver quem chega no top 2. Bora lá. E não se esqueçam, link no comentário fixado, tô criando conteúdo pra vocês nas redes sociais também, tá bom? É nóis, bora lá aqui, ó. Vai ser insano isso aqui.
Kaina trying to find his way onto the ground, does pick up the hammer. Can he find any damage onto Yus before this stock gets taken?
This is exactly what I was talking about. These kind of
Ó, paciência, ó, paciência.
And so far, Yus has done a great job of adding up about 100 damage on a Kaina, hoping to juggle a little bit, but Yus goes high right after that, and we know Kaina doesn't really chase that high in the air. There's the D-Light recovery. It's going to start off the latter half of this stock from Kaina. There's the Stomp Sider. He's going to add up that damage. Back up, goes for the jump side air, but misses.
Downlight recovery. Yus still not able to finish off this stock of Kaina just yet. You saw him fishing for the recovery that time.
Nice, mano. Vocês estão torcendo pra quem? Porque eu não sei se eu torço pro Kaina ou se eu torço pro Yus. Quer dizer, eu quero que os dois cheguem na grande finals, tá ligado? Mas, entre os dois, não sei.
Sort of the main weapon that Kaina relies on, just standing still, right in place, not knowing quite how to punish that just yet. Hoping to go into the juggle game, the Nair hits, the recovery misses.
Oh man, the dodge is coming out from Kaina. Yus barely...
Caraca, carregou a Sig pra tentar pegar o dodge, mano.
Still needs to get this stock off of Yus.
He hasn't been too successful with that axe down signature so far today. He did him against Radish.
Punish.
I think every single one of them. There's the Stomp Sider. Gonna even things up here. It was looking like 100 damage lead that Yus had previously. Now it's about 60, so it's shrunk, but it's definitely not gone yet.
But now it's back to the Yus sword. Downlight recoveries is the name of the game. I like that jump just in case he sees the opportunity for an air. But it looks like he wants stage control now.
Caraca. Nice, mano. Não tem como o Kaina voltar daquilo.
To punish the axe recovery from Kaina. Yus's timing was fantastic on that, waiting out the hitbox so he could find the hit and find the stock.
Full stock lead for Yus now. He's back onto the greatsword. Again, the dodges come out from Kaina. Yus not able to catch him. That sweat beads, but he gets back to the stage.
Ooh, just barely getting back. You saw Kaina wanted to figure out how to punish that landing. He didn't feel confident enough to come in with a downlight. He just kind of backed up, maintained that center stage control away from those blast zones. He's taken so much punishment from this great sword. I'm seeing signs of what we saw last year at BCX and Grand Finals.
Yeah, but it's just the ones and twos. He's not getting that finisher. He's just getting those openers, but it might not matter as the signature comes out. Kaina gets launched. Another one, but he reads the wrong way.
Caraca, tentou ler pro outro lado. Que isso, Yus?
Oh my...
Mano, ele dominou muito, velho. Que bizarro. Ó o Yus aí. Cara, eu pendo um pouquinho mais pro Yus, vou confessar aqui. Mas Kaina também, né, mano? Joga muito. Pô, e eu já fiz uma arte pro Yus, né, mano? Ele já me pediu comissão. Desenhei o vector dele, pá. Então, pô, tem um negocinho aí, né? Bora lá, segunda partida.
They have a solid sword, and a lot of them, you know, they practice it, but not like they rely on that great sword. So it's so cool to see Yus come out here and show us great sword gameplay, really tight, really controlled surgical sword gameplay.
Great normal sword gameplay.
Correct.
But also great sword gameplay.
Correct.
Okay. Looks like Kaina gonna break the neutral there, gets that neutral light, but Yus gets some damage back onto him. This time, not gonna go for the downlight, goes for the neutral light, comes out a little bit faster.
Open the pocket sand, had the range, but it didn't quite. Kaina was a little bit too overspaced from that one. There's the side light, D-light off of that one again. Kaina maintains the ground control as much as he possibly can. He's not a very aerial opponent, except when he jumps like one jump height up, when he's looking for the juggle game, but that's more specifically with the hammer. But even now, you see him maintaining that ground control, at least as much as he can, until Yus comes in with the, sword, the great sword. There's the recovery into the stomp side air.
Caraca, mandou muito.
The one with a lead.
He's got the lead off some fantastic plays. Like you said, hammer recovery, gravity cancel, stomp into jump, side air. Can he get some extra credit? He's already gotten Yus a little bit damaged. Where's he going?
Choosing to go in deep with that down air, riding along that 45-degree angle, keeping away from that weapon toss. Now staying over on the right corner, hoping he can get back to center stage. Now that's where he is. He's going to be looking for the weapon spawn. You see the backdash come out. Great punish from Yus. Backdash of his own, and then we see the D-light into the recovery for the KO as kind of approaches not only Yus, but the weapon spawn.
The raw patience from Yus. He knows he needed to get that stock off of Kaina, but he waited until Kaina went for a punish, whiffed it, and then Yus came in. Downlight. There again, there's that jump. Chase dodge down, downlight.
Oh, he's keeping the
Mano,
momentum.
o Yus, quando começa, ele não sabe parar, velho.
Okay, was that almost a six-piece right there? That finisher would have been huge. That would have sent Kaina off stage, setting up the potential edge guard.
Yeah, we went for that side finisher, but Kaina holding onto that dodge. Managed to get away from that disgusting fatal blow. Here's the stomp into the down air.
Not able to follow up with a neutral air to get the KO off the top, even though the down air did send Yuz flying. There's the D-Light recovery. Does send him off screen, but not enough to KO just yet. The 2-piece, actually the 3-piece with the finisher for the KO off the top.
Yeah, went for the neutral finisher, going vertical on that one, and he's sticking with the greatsword as Kaina, nice little side light, will secure that weapon pickup.
This game is significantly closer right now than it was towards the end of last game, as it was a 2-stock, gets the KO, completely evens it up as we head in. Both players now on their final stock, both players fresh in white until that side light from Yuz.
Oh, he throws away the greatsword immediately, waiting for the sword spawn, but he's gonna come in, do some unarmed damage. South America still strong with the unarmed game.
Nice little whiff punish there, nothing huge, but he gets a nice neutral light to punish Kaina's whiffed neutral light.
Oh man, you can see they're drawing a line in the sand, and it's gonna be Kaina who crosses it, gets that side light into the neutral air.
Caraca.
Just a 2-piece, wasn't able to follow up with more.
Kaina again gonna be as careful as he possibly can before he tries to punish with these axe neutral lights. This time going for the side light nair, feeling a little bit more confident in his spacing.
Swaps to a different axe, might be priming for a hammer. Gets a down air. Yep, he's gonna throw that away. He wants the hammer. A little bit more for the KO secure.
Hoping he can grab a stomp side air. I don't know if it'll KO depending on where he picks it up from center stage.
Porra, deu KO, rapaz. Bora lá, terceiro jogo, let's go.
Game 3, again, we're on Fortress of Lions.
Já falei pra vocês que eu tô criando conteúdo pra vocês em outras redes sociais também? Não? Já? Link no comentário fixado.
Either player, it's going to be the axe for Kaina and the sword from Yuz.
Solid juggle coming out from Yuz, was able to pick up a neutral air after that recovery. Another recovery, this time Chase dodges down. You saw the sweat beats. He uses a lot of his movement tools to get up that high.
Little footsie game, again, the classic kind of Yuz footsie game that we saw so much of last year. Nice little jump side air, calling out the high recovery. There's the D-Light side air right over the corner when Kaina chooses to play a little bit high, and another one, and he gets the first stock with only 50 damage on his own.
Gotta get a helmet every time Kaina peeks over the corner, uses catching his head and getting him with those downlight side airs. Ooh, not gonna go for the stomp there. Instead, went for the side light. That one's gonna whiff, and Yuz not able to punish the footsies from the two of them.
Yeah, that's tough whenever Kaina's able to find a punish like that, and it's just the side light, especially when he's behind, compared to the raw damage output and force output of the stomp side air. That slide off stomp, it can be goofy to figure out what you want to do right after that, and that's, I think, Kaina didn't want to commit to anything that he couldn't for sure hit. There's the stomp side air again from the right side of the stage, sending over to the left, but because he is playing that 9-strength Teros, he's able to find these KOs.
Yeah, he's adding up a lot of damage, and honestly, he didn't take that much to get that finisher on the second stocks. This is still very doable on both sides. There's that corner guard. This time, Kaina's got more reach. He goes in with that side air, gets him back onto the stage.
Yuz wasn't able to catch the jump side air. Again, that footsie game coming back into play here. Both players so careful, giving each other so much respect.
He was sweating.
That started in sweat
quase.
beads. Even went for the side sig off the stage. Yuz counter punished it. There's the neutral air, the juggle, trying to extend off the soft platform.
Caraca.
And now Kaina takes the lead just under 2 minutes into the game.
Always got to be ready for that reaction from Kaina. He's shown that hand before. The gravity cancel stomp, but it's Yuz with an immediate rebuttal. He's going to finish off the stock, final stocks.
And we're entering final stocks dead even again, just like we did last game. But as we saw last game, Kaina was the one to take the victory. That was a bold move. I don't know if that was a bait because he did do it so early.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely knew he could get away with that one. Like, the worst punish he was going to take is just a side air from behind, but Yuz didn't even get that much onto him.
There's the side light into the D light. We've seen that as a regular option from Kaina instead of just going like the standard flowchart of side light neutral air.
Yeah, it's kind of dependent on where that side light hits. If he hits a little too close, he's going to have to go for that down light. Does a little bit less damage and has less setups than the neutral air, but Yuz didn't get the dodge read.
Oh, they're so even here. The neutral signature does whiff, but again, that might have been one of those baits where he felt confident. Stomp side air again from the wrong side of the stage.
Deu KO. Que absurdo, mano. Ele tá com 9 de dano, por isso que tá dando KO tão cedo. Mano, que absurdo. Bora. Possivelmente a última partida, eu não sei. Mas se vocês querem acompanhar mais partidas do Campeonato Mundial que aconteceu, gente, Tô postando aqui as melhores no canal, tá?
Demon Island, hey, the Demon Slayer on the Demon Island. We don't have the soft platform this time, so that last stock we saw, we have seen kind of just find the regular GC D-Light into the side air for the KO, but this time he doesn't have that extension off of that soft platform like he did just a moment ago.
I think the bigger thing here is the KO box is much wider. Those stomp side airs from opposite sides of the map are going to go a lot further. And on the other side, Yu's downlight recoveries are going to take a lot longer to KO as well.
But also those sidewalls are very, very small in the way that Yuz is finding the D-Light recoveries as Kaina's head peeks over the corner. I would give the edge guard really in Yuz's favor here.
Right now, he's got the weapon advantage, kind of with some fantastic movement, gets behind Yuz, gets in with that downlight side air. Stomp, side air, weapon toss. Yuz, does he have the movement? Can't get the...
Não, velho, neutral air não. Ele tentou, mas... Putz.
KO like we saw there, or potentially Yuz was going to have to burn every single thing, and it was going to be a literal free cleanup for Kaina. That was really his edge guard to draw.
Starting to whiff now. Downlight recovery. Not able to get the KO.
Yo, what a... This is my hammer player
Big
right
jump.
here. This is my hammer player.
Jump, gravity cancel, neutral light this time. Oh! Nice punish from behind. Yuz able to take out that end sig, but he took a lot of damage.
I thought we might get the bottom backside of that neutral signature to make a connection with Yuz, but he was timed too well. He was positioned too well to fall prey to that.
Once again, back to the footsies. Yuz going for a lot of these jump down airs, expecting kind of to come in grounded.
Dude, Kaina as a grounded player, I don't know like how you can just not let the brainworms win and like press the jump button. He'll stay grounded for so long. It's so impressive.
I mean, that's one of the reasons why you see Yuz doing those jump down airs, is he's expecting kind of to stay grounded like that with that side light. That was a burn dodge, but
Nossa.
Yuz not able to continue it.
Caraca.
Nice neutral light as Yuz was coming in for the landing. He stays just far enough away so that side air doesn't make a connection. Oh, I thought we were going to see the finisher come out. I thought we were going to see the KO here. Yuz is setting up for it. The weapon toss is kind of going to have enough to...
Ele vai voltar, mano. Ele vai voltar, Yuz. Que é isso, Yuz? Não. Meu Deus, irmão. Cara, deu que nervoso.
I don't know if that was a little bit of a misinput. Maybe it was mistimed.
I think it was supposed to be a fall off down air. I think he recognized kind of did have enough movement coming in here. With that Teros base 5 movement speed, he can definitely travel the distance.
He's here with a little bit of a...
Caraca, pegou o recovery dele. Ele não voltava de jeito nenhum.
As Kaina's in the yellow, about 50 damage behind on this final stock. We're about to get 3 minutes into this game. A victory for Kaina here guarantees him top 2.
Uh-oh. Stop, side air, or down air, nair. Doesn't hit the recovery though. Yuz already evened up in damage.
Beating Yuz 3-1 without having to go to a game 5 would be massive for the confidence of Kaina here, but Yuz is going to attempt to push it to a game 5, starting with the D-Light side air, following up with that recovery, the edge of the down air, making contact, going back over to the greatsword, just hopping around, being very careful. There comes the down air, the weapon toss, he's disarmed.
Nobody wants to swing. They're being very careful with how they go in. They know how important this is. It's winner's final, and Kaina could go into the grand finals, but a downlight side air disarms Kaina. Weapon toss, keeps him on the corner. He's sweating, but Yuz!
Nossa, eu jurei que ele fosse usar uma side sig ali, velho, pra finalizar.
He just barely overspaced that downlight from Yuz. The sidelight having enough movement. There's the down air. Wasn't able to find anything off the bounce pass. Another sidelight. Tries to find the side air kind of back on the stage.
Caraca, quinto jogo, let's go! Game 5, let's go.
Mr. Announcer, man, and we're going back over to the Fortress of Lions here. We're getting that soft platform back. We're extending those walls a little bit. We're leaving no opportunity to go under the stage as an escape route.
Good spacing from Kaina to start this off. Get some good hits.
Ooh,
The chain
yes, sir.
dodge. Trying to get that recovery. He's getting aggressive.
That almost like vintage wrenched chain dodge down over the corner.
Good jump from Yuz. Starting to space out. Getting a double tap.
I think we're going to see a lot of footsies this game between these two players, dude.
I mean, it's game 5. You got to bring out all the stops. You got to make sure you are picking and choosing when you go in. Yuz with the side air the wrong direction, kind of stays behind him.
Jumping, caught.
Ooh. The dance as Yuz gets the downlight side air, Kaina really far to the left side, but the weapon toss helps him get down. Yuz not going to swing on him.
They're stacked on each other. Kaina's afraid to swing and get punished. Yuz is afraid to swing and get punished.
Mentira que pegou dodge, velho.
Here, it seemed like Kaina wanted to babysit it back to stage.
Não! Que?
Right, he ripped that so early. Yuz fell for the bait and kinda got the punish after.
Yuz not able to punish that down signature. Down air into the neutral air. Not going to hit, but the recovery will. Yuz with a stock advantage here in game number 5.
Oh, continuing to juggle one more time. The second kind of landed on the main platform, has the greatsword in his hand, starting off with the recovery. The big ground pound on the main stage right at the bottom, that gave kind of plenty of room after the bounce for him to pick up the weapon. Takes a 2-piece after another 2-piece.
I think Yuz is starting to recognize, kind of waits until after the bridge. It's a really common habit against greatsword players, so Yuz is getting the 2-piece consistently. Unarmed recovery, not enough, but the hammer and nair will do the job.
Kind of about 50 damage behind. Yuz is going to spawn back in. Kind of not even juggling the weapons to delay the spawn. He just wants to grab that axe. It's going to go right on top of Kaina. He's just going to go for the juggle.
Mano, ele acertou 2 ataques, ele praticamente, tá ligado? Ele já formou puta dano.
Build a lead, kind of keeps right with them. You see him walking forward, threatening. Neither one of them wanting to go, but there's the downlight recovery from Yuz. Nair. The crowd got so silent. This is so tense. Downlight gonna whiff, kinda. He's gonna hit the downlights. He's got the better anti-airs right now.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. And starting away with those anti-airs. That almost KO'd like in the beginning stages of Orange. Could be just a neutral air away. Definitely might be a stomp side air away. A raw side air, not enough gonna do it. Weapon toss goes high. Kinda's gonna babysit him back to stage.
No!
Almost could reach it, but not quite.
Good babysitting from Kaina, making sure Yuz stayed low, and he wasn't able to jump high enough to get that neutral air. Kaina now with the lead. Game number 5, 1 stock away from going to the grand finals as he hits the double dare.
There's the recovery. Didn't even go off screen from that. If he can mitigate the damage output, that time he just did the sidelight and then waited. Kaina still finding the damage here, swapping over to the sword. I don't think he's a D-light recovery away from getting knocked out, but he might be. There's the neutral light. Doesn't get the strong force, but still adds up the damage, which he still needs.
Cara, não... Puta vida, mano. Deu Brasil, deu Brasil. Bora continuar nas próximas partidas, nos próximos vídeos. Caramba, mano. Doideira. Acho que o Kaina vai ganhar, mano. Acho que o Kaina vai ganhar. Bora pros próximos vídeos. Tchau, tchau.
People's favorites coming into this weekend.